Greg keeps telling all of you that I'm missing in action, that he never tells you where I'm at. I'm in Africa and we're building a new hospital. We have a 6,000-foot hospital and we're building a new 11,000 square. Now maybe what I might do is just start adding some videos from Africa. We do have a 23-acre farm here and we're growing corn and putting kids through school. So I might start adding some of this just for your fun and information.
This is take 2 of the last shot because I didn't have the mic set up on it. So I got the belly pump tightened up. I managed to tighten up the bolt on the side where I fixed that tab with the JB weld, and it didn't break off, knock on wood, and I hope it stays that way. So I got the driving dog here in the sleeves, our cotter pins hold it in place. I'm going to get down underneath and get that installed. I will get the camera underneath with us so you guys can watch and see me struggle with that under there. Hopefully it doesn't. But let me get that set up and we'll get these installed. All right. Let's see if I can let you see what I'm doing and not block the camera. So you can see I lined both of these up so that they're going in the same direction. And here's my drive dog here. And it's amazing how nice and tight this fits. I'm very impressed with this. And I'll slide my collars over. And there, that is in place now. I just got to grab my cotter pins. And there's something. These cotter pins are open a little bit, which is good because that means they won't fall out when I do this with them. Now let's see if I can take and rotate this around. And now what we'll do is we'll take and open up our cotter pins. Let me get us a pair of pliers. So in order to do this, I think I'm going to need to hold the drive dog with a pair of pliers, like so, so that I can take and bend my cotter pins open, spread them. Otherwise, I'm just going to fight it rolling around on me. I'm going to see if this might be easier with straight pliers. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. There we go. And I'm going to use my channel locks to spread those the rest of the way. It's kind of funny to think about because you do a lot of tractor work. Very rarely are you on a creeper underneath it. This is more of the automobile type thing. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the other one and I'm going to turn that whole assembly. I think I'll be able to get them both. So let me spread this other one. I'll rotate that so that I can spread this one first. There we go. Don't move. That's my weak hand, of course. And I've been having awful troubles with my thumb lately on my left hand too, which is not ideal for guys that work with their hands doing stuff like this, is it? See if I can get a little more on that. It'll make opening it up the rest of the way a little easier. There we go. I'm going to switch hands. Try to use my useless left hand. If I take and rotate this guy, I should be able to open this the rest of the way. But like I said, my left hand's kind of useless, so bear with me as I struggle. Okay, there we go. Those are good and open now. I'm going to take this guy here, and we're just going to open them the rest of the way. There's that side. I'll open that a little bit more. So I mentioned earlier that I'm kind of in a dilemma on painting, and that I might just take and paint this part of the tractor that I've done so far. I could wait till the spring, but you know what? I'm just so eager to see some of that nice international red that I can't wait. I don't think I'll have the engine rebuilt before winter gets here. It'd take a lot for me to get that to that point. I do have the block clean. I have to do some finish cleaning on it. I am going to put new sleeves in it. I'm going to use the old original pistons because they are in good shape. I think the wrist pins and my connecting rods are all in good place. There, we're all set with this. Everything turns nice. That went in nice. Perfect. So now we got that on. I'll talk about the painting here again in a second. We're gonna connect the pipes in for the hydraulic lines that actually run to this. They come in from the side. So we're gonna go back up top and do that. I'm not gonna put the cover on here just yet. I do have it. I need to do a couple things to it to get it ready to go in. I might leave this open for a little while. We'll definitely put it on before we paint anything. But for right now, I'm just going to leave this open, especially leave it open until I can get the pipes into where they go to make sure I don't have any issues with that. We also have to put our actuating lever on the side as well. But we'll do that from up top. Enough being underneath the tractor here. Let's get back up top side. I am finally back in the shop. It has probably been, I want to say it's been 2 weeks since I last recorded any footage. Life has just been crazy. And that's what happens when you're trying to restore a tractor. It's never smooth, it's never quiet. At least that's the way it is for me. But I'm back here today. I'm trying to wrap things up here. I'm trying to move on to the engine. We're going to make some more progress today. We have all of our new felt washers to go in here. All the pieces that are left to go on with our installation of the belly pump. That was what we did last. And I think the only thing left that I may do on this transmission, because I need to think about painting. I'm running out of time as far as being able to paint. It's fall now, so it is starting to cool down. Not to the point where I can't paint, but to the point where I really need to seriously consider doing it. So what I'm thinking I might do is I might, once I get this all together, paint what's here, paint the centers of my wheels, get that done, and that way it can sit and dry, and I can go and I can work on my engine at that point. I have pistons and stuff back here, my blocks over there. I've done the basic cleaning on it. I just need to do some fine detail work on it. And then I need to order my new rings, my new sleeves, because I think I'm going to use the old pistons. But for right now, that's where I am right now. I want to take and get this completed and back together. I do have, of course, my book here in front of me, because I always feel like I'm going to get something wrong if I don't have it with me. So the first thing I'm going to do, I have all new felt washers here, as you can see. Here's the old ones. I kept them just to share with you. They're really nasty and really beat up. So I'm not going to use those again at all. I have new ones for everything. I'm going to start here with the filler plug. I think that's going to be the easiest place to get started. So I put this on here originally just to keep the dust and stuff out. I'll make sure that I have everything correct. That goes in there. The felt goes over the pipe. The washer goes on. The spring goes on. And then the cap goes on. I think this is a really interesting way that International did this with the felt washers and the spring and the metal washers. It's kind of a neat way to keep stuff out of there, yet be able to move pipes in and out of there. Kind of interesting the way they did that. So now let's do these two outlet pipes here. And neither of those, they were both plugged, as you can see. They're both plugged, and this one's actually been brazed. I don't know if maybe that was done in the factory, or if that's something somebody did before I had it. It's actually a really good braze, whoever did it. I did put Teflon tape on the end of my threads here. So this has to go on. I got to do this in the right order here, because I'm not going to. Let me make sure that I'm doing this right. I always feel like I got this backward all the time. Okay. And this will just gently, because these are a little bit smaller, which is good because it'll give it a good tight seal. I don't want to mess up my Teflon tape like I am. Put this one in here. Hopefully I can find it. We're on the other side. Let's see if I can get that guy in there. I have it. And I think these just pointed in opposite directions. Let's see if I can get another turn on that. Just see if I can snug this up a little bit more than it is. It is tapered pipe, so I don't have to kill it, but I don't want it to be loose either. I think that's pretty good. And then let's do the one next to it. is the end of a very long day for me. I'm still without Ken the producer, although he, I would imagine, has to be close to getting back. Haven't heard from him, but he should be back shortly here. I'm hoping. I miss him. It's a lot easier to do this with him here. But looking forward to having him back with us. All right, we got that all lined up. I thought I had it. There we go. I think this one was pointed toward the back of the tractor when I pulled it out. That's pretty good. All right, those are in. Now, I'm going to come back here. The next one that I have to put in is actually the one that had the hydraulic quick disconnect on it. It went to, and I have the cylinder, it was hooked up weird on the tractor. I don't know what somebody was doing with it. It was nothing that I recognized. But that's the next one that I have to put in. Gotta see how this one's gonna work. Okay, same way. Oh. No. Spring first. Spring, washer, fill washer. And that goes in here. This is going to be tricky, trying to make this up, because that's a long way across that transmission. Wow, that's crazy that I got it on the first try. So I'm going to tighten this up. I'm going to continue to have this to go pointed toward the rear of the tractor. Let's see if I can get one more turn on it. There we go. That's all cleaned up. That's good. The last thing that I have is the engaging fork for it. I'm sure that's not what it's called. What is it called? It's called the control lever. And again, I need to make sure this has a little bit larger, like the filler cap here, has the larger, felt washer on it. Couldn't even think of it. But spring, I love doing this backwards. Then felt washer. And this, let's see if I can remember how it was when I took it off. I want to say it leans forward a little, I do believe. If I can get it there. Now there's some little detents in there that this grabs. I'm gonna have to get a wrench for that. All right, let me see if I get this tightened up. There we go.
going on?
So I have everything wrapped up. We have all of our outlets in. We have our actuating lever on. I have the outlet on the other side here. I think what I'm going to do before I try to paint this is I'm going to try to clean up my belt pulley assembly and get that on here so this is all closed up so I can paint this. It's sitting over there, it's kind of nasty. So I'll work on that. And I think in the process of getting that done, I'm also going to get started on the engine. So the next time we're together, hopefully I'll be installing this. We'll be doing some work on the engine. But before we wrapped up for this episode, I wanted to show you something I found on one of the inner rims on the wheels. Let me show you real quick. So one thing I thought was interesting as I was taking this apart, if you look in here, the good old wasp got in there and made a nice home in that cavity that was in there. So if you store these outside, be aware of that. I thought that was very interesting. I'm going to take and clean these up as well. I have the other one off. It's floating around the shop here somewhere, but I have both of these off. I think when I paint the transmission on this, I might just paint these on the axles as well and do that all at one time. But that's all for this episode. We'll see you guys next time on All American Tractor Works. Thanks for being here. If you liked what you saw today, hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.